Three lines are all ready to take on Ukraine in this quarterfinal match, and we have been waiting for it, and it's finally here. Now the thing is that England have been playing all their matches at home, means Wembley Stadium, and finally we'll get to see them play somewhere else, and that is Rome. The match is in Rome. Let's see, the change of place is going to up their momentum, or was it just the home ground magic because of which they were winning matches? Out of 7 meetings between England and Ukraine, 4 are won by England, and only one meeting is won by Ukraine. So Ukraine has a lot to prove in this match today. Last meeting that they had was in 2013, and that ended in a goalless draw. Guess what? There have been just one match that these two countries have played in a major international tournament. That was back in 2012, which was won by England by 1-0. And guess what? In that tournament, Andriy Shevchenko, the manager of Ukraine, the current manager of Ukraine, was also playing. England is the second team in Euro history to keep clean sheets in the first 4 matches of the competition. Did you know who was the first team? That was Italy. Italy kept first 5 clean sheets of the tournament in 1990. If England manages to keep the clean sheet today, they're going to equalize the record set by Italy in 1990. This is Ukraine's first ever knockout stage of Euro. They've already made history. But if they get through this, imagine. First ever semi-finals of Ukraine, and what dark horses will they turn out to be? And in terms of more motivation for Yarmolenko of Ukraine, guess what? Their manager, Shevchenko, he has scored 48 international goals for Ukraine, and Yarmolenko is on 42. Imagine if he gets more goals, and I'm sure he will. He can easily break the record of coach of the goal-scoring legend of Ukraine, that is Shevchenko. And fun fact is, Andriy Shevchenko was the winner of Ballon d'Or in 2004. Now talking about the squad, England has a very big advantage here. They have the full squad and they're all fit. Now Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell are back after their quarantine is completed. They are back in the team, and there is no problem in England's squad. But there's a lot to worry in Ukraine's squad. Denis Popo and Alexander Zubkov are doubtful if they will start in this match or not. And also Ukraine's forward Artem Besedin is ruled out for 6 months because of the knee injury that he suffered in the last match that they had against Sweden. There's a lot at stake for both the teams in this match, and we are yet to see that what will happen in it. My prediction for this match is going to be 2-0 in favor of England. They have kept clean sheets till now, and I have a feeling that they can do it again. If this fixture was given to me 10 days before, I could have easily said that England is winning it. No doubt, England is winning it. But in the last few days, the kind of performances these underdog teams are putting up, I can't say anything about this match if England will win it or not for sure. But my prediction will stand with England, that I'm going to go with them. Let's see if that happens or not. It's half time and the scoreline is 1-0 in favor of England. England got a very early goal, and all the credit to Sterling, because Sterling actually made that goal out of nothing. Seriously, out of nothing. And I don't think that it could have been defended, because I could not even record my reaction to it. It was that quick and unexpected from Sterling. He gave such a quick and direct pass to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane at that position had to convert it. There is no other way, and that is how they got the first goal. But no doubt there is a lot of positive for Ukraine in this game too, because they have been really good and pretty threatening at some point of time in the game. Seriously, if they can keep their head and coolness in the game, and they can definitely get a goal in second half. There it is testing the defense of England, and that is what is required, because somebody or the other will make mistakes, and if not that, maybe some sheer brilliance will come out of Yarmolenko or Yaremchuk, or maybe some other player of Ukraine who can get a goal for them, because it can happen. And also there is another thing that I noticed in the match. The midfielders are giving such good passes to forwards to go and convert, but their first touch is good, but then they're not able to handle the ball, and that is when they lose the ball, and that is when England starts to control the ball and build up their play. I think in this first half for England, Sterling has been the best. He's going to get those loose passes, he's trying his best, and the crosses that he's putting, they're actually very dangerous, and they can easily get a goal. And also Declan Rice got another chance. Now that's good that Declan Rice tried that shot from outside the box, because all the goals of England in this Euro tournament have been from inside the box, and it's good that they should try from outside the box whenever they get chance. And did you notice that in this Ukraine team there are 7 players from FC Dynamo Kyiv? It feels like it's a proper club team playing in this match. That needs to help them in passing and also anticipating where the other player could be. Let's see what happens in second half. Arey yaar! The game had just started and they conceded another goal. I think they did it both the times. Even in first half this happened. Even now that has happened. That second half had just started and they got a goal again. Now they have to get 2. I still think that there is nothing lost for Ukraine. This is the first time that they are playing in this quarter-final tournament of Euros. So they have nothing to lose. They've already made history in that area. So they should just, calm themselves down and play the game. How are they defending? Where is the defending? What? Where? When? Luke Shaw got that brilliant free kick in and Harry Maguire converted it. And now Luke Shaw has got another assist because England has got third goal. I don't know what is Ukraine doing at this point of time. I don't know where is their defense. Jordan Henderson gets a goal. Finally, Jordan Henderson getting a goal, and I'm so happy for him. It's first ever international goal. That is it, Hendo. Come on. It's full time and the scoreline is 4-0. I know. 4-0. Yes, and this is an England team we are talking about. That sounds really surprising, but yes, that happened. All the blame goes to the defense of Ukraine, but it's okay. England played well, and come on, we have to appreciate Gareth Southgate, because amidst all the criticism and doubting, we forget that he got this England team into semi-finals, and last time that they were in semi-finals was back in 1996 when Gareth Southgate used to play for England. And that semi-finals match was between Germany and England lost that match on penalties. And like I said before, it was Gareth Southgate who missed the penalty and they lost that match. And today he is the manager of England and he has taken this England team to semi-finals of Euros. Life has come full circle for Gareth Southgate. If he takes them to finals from here, that would be a great achievement for him. We're yet to see if that happens or not. And a very dull performance put up by Ukraine, especially in second half. In first half, the game was in their control and that was easily visible. And that is something that could have been avoided, but that is it. They just gave up after that. 4 goals down, and obviously that has to get to your head. But that is how the game ended. And this is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Seriously, thank you. Namaste.